We've got the news you might have missed.
We also have news from the future! Today on the show. Good morning, Scallywags. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend.
Did you miss us over the weekend? We missed you guys.
Of course, always. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we're back, so hey. Yeah.
We're back?
Yeah,
we're doing a thing. We're doing a thing.
We're in Chocolate Milk Studios.
We are in Chocolate Milk Studios.
Hope you guys enjoyed all the con stuff from last weekend. That's something we hope to be able to
all
do.
This stuff behind us.
Chapo
decorated
a lot
for
of
us.
random back there this week. Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Pasta, apple, eagle, apple, pasta.
Duck Arena. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, so let's get on to the news. What you got?
Indeed. What do I got?
Yeah.
Well, I've got quite possibly. You know, if you guys watch Good Mythical Morning, you know that Rhett McLaughlin has some of the most epic hair.
We are
ever.
envious of your hair, Mr.
Yes,
Rhett.
and we have none, and you have
All of it.
all the
That's where
wonderful hair.
that's where our hair went, wasn't it?
Yeah, we it's possible we donated it to him to have. I don't know, but I'm sorry, man, but there's somebody out there that's got you beat, and she's a Russian senator.
What?
She says, "Quote: I lifted upwards with some hairpins, and that is all. People are obsessed with this Russian senator's epic hairdo. Yes, her name is Valencia." Petrenko.
Names. You know we can't do names.
we're horrible
2
with names.
seasons we
Petrenko.
can't even do names.
Right. From a distance, it could be mistaken for one of those wonderful, high-standing, furry Eastern European hats, which is honestly what I thought it was to begin with. To be honest with you, but this Russian senator's epic hairdo is all real, and it is spectacular.
It is indeed.
She is 62 years old. She represents the Republic of Khakassia in the Russian upper house. Newsweek said that
Khakassia? Isn't that
Valencia
like a
Petrenko, 62, looks like a James Bond villain.
Yes,
there's something especially man, I cannot speak today.
Slow it down.
Something inescapably creepy about her, very Bond villain-esque. The news outlet wrote that cold, steely glare, fabulous dress sense, Soviet backstory. But instead of holding a fluffy white cat on her lap, she wears a permed brown one on her head.
Permed cat.
You know what she kind of looks like Kid from Kid and Play had a kid with like Delta Burke or something. I don't know, but it's fabulous. It's fantastic.
Just the way
man.
she looked. She looks. All these pictures.
Tons of yeah.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Right. The reaction on social media is, of course, naturally one of awe.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Yes, Alex Bruce Smith. I can't even say Smith.
Smith.
Smith. And that's the news. Have just discovered Russian Federation Senator Valencia Petrenko's hair and need to share the news. He then shared some pictures. There's a bunch of other stuff.
Sure, there's a
on there.
bunch of pictures is what it is. I mean,
lots of social media posts and things. It's all fantastic. I mean, just how can you not look at that and just be envious?
I'm envious of anybody with hair. What are you
know.
talking about? Every day Chapo comes over, I'm like, he has more hair than me.
Yeah,
I have more hair than all of you.
it's true.
She does.
Combined.
Yeah, right.
Well, if it was combined, it would just be against you, Chapo.
We have hair.
Wow. We have hair?
Count.
Have hair where you can grow it.
Sometimes. Well, I can.
I actually just have the high forehead. I mean, I can still.
I'm
Grow
going.
hair,
I'm
but-
going bald.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's all right.
Whew. So, how would you like to live in
Anyway.
Wakanda?
Sure.
Yeah, it's in Illinois. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yep.
It's right up there by Metropolis.
Yep, Black Panther fans keep bothering the people of Wakanda, Illinois. Yeah. Residents of a small American village have been left baffled and bemused by prank calls from people claiming to have discovered the home of the sneezing El Chapo. No, that's not right. The home of the Black Panther. Also known as T'Challa, the Marvel hero, is king of a fictional African country of Wakanda.
In case you didn't know,
Yeah, in case it's
in
like
case you haven't watched any sort of television or YouTube or anything for the last several months.
Yeah, it's just the biggest movie
ever.
ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wakanda, pronounced Wakanda, certainly fits the outwardly ordinary part. Until now, the villagers was best known for its swampy bog. Should we get out of their bog?
Do you mean Giddy Anime Swamp? I've done that in a while.
And its annual 2-day rodeo. That's all it was known for.
Hey.
Fun times in Wakanda.
I want to know, is it near Metropolis? That's what I want. That's like the number one thing I want to know.
No,
I'm
but
looking it up right now.
there have been... No, it is not. It's nowhere near Metropolis.
How do you know?
Well, I don't know. I really don't. It doesn't say this.
No, it's nowhere near.
But
How do you know? I don't.
Well, because Metropolis is D.C. and this is the real world.
No, Metropolis, Illinois.
Oh, Metropolis, Illinois. At first, I was like, is there a full moon out? Alice Hamola, an assistant to the village mayor, said to the Hollywood Reporter. Hamola, who has not seen the film, said her office has received both phone calls and mail from the fans. Somebody actually called and asked how we pronounce the village name, and when I told him, he began yelling, Wakanda forever. Speaking to the Sun-Times in Chicago, a little confused, he was joking around about it, she said. He just said that I was searching the Wakanda from the movie, and your village came up.
They're about 6 hours apart.
Well, Wakanda is actually close to Crystal Lake. That's what's scary.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, zoom
Lake.
in on Wakanda real quick. I'm sorry.
Crystal Lake is in New Jersey.
Oh, I understand, but
Is there a Crystal Lake in
there
Illinois?
was a Crystal Lake in Illinois.
Hey,
There's
it
a
is
Crystal
right there.
Lake in Illinois.
Well, there. Now that's something you know.
That's something you know. So I'm going to go, because you've got to end with your story.
Yeah,
your
go
end
ahead.
story is your end story.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, no, thank you. How would you like to be broadcasting during a live birth?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I don't know which
Insane.
one of us is having a baby. I mean, I got a food baby
I
going
got
on
a
right
food
now.
baby.
We had nachos.
We had nachos
for dinner,
dinner.
and there was a lot.
We ate more than we should have.
Yeah.
The morning radio show host gave birth live on the air. Cassidy Proctor can be heard weekday mornings on 106.5 FM, The Arch. We're here for you. She brought listeners with her through her whole pregnancy and then her labor at the hospital, all during the 8 o'clock rush hour.
Well.
Arch program
Oh,
director.
so it wasn't like in the studio. It was in,
No.
she just broadcast from the hospital. Is it just a lot of screaming, or
I don't know. Hang on, I'll get to it. Scott Ridley tells the Riverfront Times that she experienced labor pains Monday. There were some complaints with the labor that had Proctor given birth by cesarean section.
cesarean? Neither one of us can speak
Cesarean
today.
section. The radio station coordinated with nurses to help broadcast the birth. A healthy baby boy was born Tuesday at 7:45 a.m., smack in the middle of St. Louis rush time. Listeners have been a large part of the pregnancy. They voted to name the child Jameson in January. How would you like to do that?
Well,
Spence's Neighbor can be heard 106 weekdays from 5 to 9. There's Sarah Phil host for Cassidy, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so she gave birth while on the air.
and then named her son after an Irish whiskey.
Or Jay Jonah.
The Irish whiskey.
Anyway.
Want to know how that kid's going to turn out?
I don't know, but I'd like to know. I'd like to have known how this episode was going to turn out before we started, right?
Yeah, we should have asked this guy, because a time traveler from the year 6491 reveals what planets humans will be living on in the future. Yeah. His name is James Oliver. He has not revealed his face.
Oh, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I mean, would you? Man claiming to be a time traveler who lived in the year 6491 has said that people will be leaving Earth to set up home on other planets. He spoke to Apex TV, which is a YouTube channel about the paranormal, about how things have changed since now. And he claims to be from another galaxy. And he says that he is stuck in the year 2018. In an interview, he said that the problem with everyone living on the same planet is that you get to the point where the planet has become so populated that it's actually not possible to support that many people, which we're getting there.
There pretty close.
It's
yeah.
actually getting there. Resources are starting to run thin. So we will be living on Mars, just for starters. claims that we will become too overpopulated. So what's actually happened is that you have built habitats on various other planets in the solar system, like Mars, Mercury, or Venus. You may think that these planets are not able to live on, but what you've done is created this entire facility that is like a dome on the surface. Earlier this week, he warned that there is going to be a series of devastating events here on Earth. He said, I'd be very cautious about the Yellowstone volcano. Now, we could actually do an entire episode about this. If you don't know much about the Yellowstone volcano, it's overdue. For one, it's the biggest volcano in the world, if I remember right.
It's huge. It's a big volcano, yeah.
And it's not one that's like it's one that goes into a valley, not to a peak. But basically, if you've seen the movie 2012, it kind of centers around that proportion of it. But basically, when it goes, and it's not a matter of when, if it's a matter of when. When it goes, within a 100-mile radius of the blast, instant death. Within 1,000 miles of that will be buried under ash within like the next hour. Basically, 90% of North America will be gone, and if it erupts just right, where it sets off kind of a chain reaction, it could actually potentially end up being a world ender. Good
But
times.
it could happen anytime between
Good
tomorrow
times.
and the next
Yeah.
650,000 years.
And there is no way to predict when it's going to happen.
Dragon.
Happy Monday! Hey!
But obviously we survived because this guy came back to say, you might want to watch out for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, so some people survive.
Yeah.
I mean, just here in Missouri, we're kind of like right on the edge of like the like these guys are definitely dead.
So here's the deal. If it happens to go off, Chocolate Milk Studios will be there for you.
Yeah, we'll broadcast live.
The end of the world.
The end of the world. And then we'll sit there going back to our 168 hours episode and we'll be like, we were right. We were totally right.
This is exactly what's happening.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there you have it. We're going to be moving off the planet and Yellowstone's going to blow up and
All that kind of good stuff.
there's more, but yeah.
Yeah, the biggest issue. What is the biggest issue? The biggest issue about eruptions? Oh, he's still talking
It's talking about the
Yellowstone.
eruption. Yeah, basically just says it's overdue by about 600,000 years. An eruption that size would devastate the entire United States. Biggest issue about an eruption like this is it will produce a massive amount of ash into the atmosphere, and the way your transportation mechanisms work, if you were to drive or fly through one of these ash storms, your engines would be ruined. Other people claim to be time travelers also claim that humans will form relationship with robots in the future.
Hey, we've already done stories about that.
Yeah. So yeah, he's got photos of his journey into the future of blurry flying cars, stuff like that type of thing. So of course,
Stuff that you can do on
detailed.
Photoshop. It's not
Right.
that big of a
Yeah.
deal.
So-
So hey guys, tell us what we might have missed. Put those in the comments below.
If you could go back in time to warn people in the past of something, what would you warn them about?
I would warn them about cheese.
I would warn them about D. So yeah, make sure you guys check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter.
Yeah, and you're here on the YouTube. You're warning them about me?
What about that bad joke? Then that was
Keep liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to see more of my bad jokes every Monday through Friday.
And as you go over to the Facebook page there, let me pull that in there. There we go. And make sure you go there and you can shoot us a private message to let us know if you would like to get yourself a The Show t-shirt.
Yeah, they
or hoodie.
come in long sleeve, short sleeves, and those hoodies.
Yeah.
Short
$20
sleeves.
for the short sleeve, 22 for the long, 25 for the hoodies.
Yeah, they're great. They're comfy. They're soft.
Yeah. So you just basically need to know what size you need, what colors you would like. That's color of the shirt itself and color of the text as well. So send us that private message. We'll get that ball rolling for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Hello, I am the one true Ben, and this is the Russian clip of day.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you liked what you see, go ahead and click on our faces to go ahead and subscribe to get all of our Monday through Friday stuff.
Indeed, and here's a couple of links down below that you can follow to watch more shows like it. Tons of great content right here at Scallywag Productions. We'll see you tomorrow.